Shalom. Shalom. Before we get started, let's give all glory, all praises, honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
I'd like to say double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who well, and as always, peace and salutations as always to the hopefully elect from the brother Uriah
And brother Yesharia.
with a Great Millstone camp coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And we want to open up with this, I want to open up with this Isaiah 32 and 9. Me and the brother was speaking about, wicked ass hoes out here, these women, how destroyed, our women are, and how the Heavenly Father got these bitches prepared for judgment, man. Because these women has been a tool for Satan used to destroy our nation, man. You know what I'm saying? And these women, have been getting away with a lot of shit a lot lately, but now you see in these last days, the Heavenly Father's paying a visit to these bitches, man. And he's judging them.
Hey, you know what? Hey, before we get to that, Barbara Kashai, you'll start at 1 and read to 2, and can I make a point on that?
Isaiah 32 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's Isaiah 32 and 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and a prince shall rule in judgment. And the princess, let me read that again from the top. Isaiah 32 and 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and the princes shall rule in judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And who's that king? Yahweh Shai. Who's the princess? The elect. There's 144,000, man. That's why we're sighing and crying for this, this government to be established, because we know under this government, Lord willing, we be those men. We understand that righteousness is going to flourish on the earth. Seeing the state that our women and the behavior that they in, because pretty much these bitches are operating under this vibration of Satan, man. They've been duped by this devil and tricked and programmed, through the system to think and act the way that he wants them to act.
Ultimately, believing in his system, believing in him, believing in his ways, rather than to believe in the men of the Lord, trusting them, because we don't trust in the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We don't even agree fully with some of the things that we do as men. We ready to get out of these conditions and these vile bodies, man. So we look to our king, and that's what our women supposed to do.
Because our husband is who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
We look to our husband for what? Answers, for comfort.
That's right.
For support, for guidance, and for protection.
That's right.
And that's what the women in this society is supposed to be looking for. They man, but but you gotta think Esau, they daddy,
Yep.
they husband, and under this Edomite supremacy, our women has been taught to what? To belittle the man, to belittle the Israelite man, to look down upon, especially the Judite woman, because all these women follow the Judite woman. You got some.
Verse 2 real quick.
Verse 2, and a man shall be in hiding place from the wind. Ooh, I forgot about this one. And a cover from the tempest, as the rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Kind of say so, like the brother was saying. How we look to our king for protection, for comfort. That's what a man of the Lord is gonna be to the women or to his household in that day, man. Being a protection from all the danger and the perilous times that we're coming into, man. We're gonna be that hedge, and without us, our women is not gonna have no hedge. That's why we are the hopeful elect, and if we are of that number, we are going to be protected. We are going to eat while everybody else is scounging around for food. Wondering what's next. Sitting up, damn near ready to kill their children and eat their children, man. We're not gonna be in that case. We're gonna, we're gonna have wisdom and knowledge to be our stability, man. So therefore, a man of the Lord is gonna be that protection and that hedge, ultimately, to the women, to his household, because these women, they're not gonna be able to do it by themselves. All these bad bees and independent women. How is Shai not coming back to save no bad bees, man?
That Tomb Raider spirit gonna be quickly driven out. Because you bitches been duped by Tomb Raider. And what's another?
What's that? Taraji P. Henson?
Yeah, Taraji P. Henson and all that. Taraji P. Henson gonna be scared shitless too in that time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or what's the fucking the movie that they had back in the day? What's it going? The four bitches.
Set it off.
Set it off. Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Queen
UNITY.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Ain't gonna be no Queen Latifahs in that time, man.
That's right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Cause I believe Kevin Samuels hit on that. No, not Kevin Samuels. Andrew Tate.
But I messed with Kevin too, man.
Yeah, and Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate hit on. He said when society collapsed, nature gonna what? Take its course.
That's right.
Then you're gonna see men. And you gotta think men are already beat and destroyed, man. Just the average man in general. We ain't even speaking about the Israelite man. We just saying men in general here in America.
Mm-hmm.
So they looking forward to just destroy you fucking women these times, man. You know?
Yeah, and might I add, if you just look at the local news, that's what you see. It's happening every week. A lot of these guys are snapping, killing these dang on women and their families, man.
There was a video of a Jake in L.A. This nigga ran his motherfucking truck through. He was trying to run the fucking semi truck through a house, and the backstory was pretty much they was getting divorced, and you could probably speculate, hey, the bitch probably trying to take the house, and was this man in labor for to get.
That's right.
So he was trying to kill that bitch, man.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of you women that put these guys on child support, hey, when there's no 911 for you, what you think these guys are gonna be looking for? They're gonna be looking for your ass in those times. And Lord gonna make sure they find your funky ass in those times, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump down.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women that are at ease.
Mm-hmm. So like it real quick, in a way that why they're at ease is because of Esau and his system, like the brother just mentioned. As far as the dude that went through the court system, they're able to just go to the dang on court and take half of whatever you labor for. This woman ain't did nothing except her due diligence in the house. Sex. You know what I'm saying? Cooking, cleaning, maybe.
And she was lousy at that.
But now all of a sudden, just because don't get me wrong, these jakes that trust in this dang on system too, then they happy wife, happy life, go put the ring on this woman and shit. Yeah. They make her ease too.
Yeah.
Because now you trusting in the system with her, but now she taking half your shit, man. It's a lot.
And a lot of you simps gonna fold with these hoes too. We want to mention that as well. A lot of you niggas that uplift the black woman, my queen. A lot of you niggas gonna fold anyway. A lot of you niggas, the Esau gonna send your ass over there to the Third World War to die.
That's right.
So the hell with you niggas as well, because a lot of you niggas got the blame for the reason why these bitches the way they are as well.
That's right.
You simp ass niggas, man.
Right.
It says verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled.
That's like you ain't even finished.
Oh shit, let me read again from top.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear to my speech. You gotta, shit, he said, you careless daughters. These bitches don't care about shit. These bitches don't want responsibilities. They don't want, accountability. But yet they want to point the finger to the man and point out his flaws.
Mm-hmm.
But meanwhile, a lot of you women, believe it or not, majority of you women are the reason why our nations are destroyed. It was the black woman that got in bed with the white woman to speak out against some man, to push that feminist ideology. And look what it led to. Now you got sodomites running rampant, hoes every goddamn where. The men are destroyed. Outside the men of the Lord, these niggas are through. They effeminate, they emotional. And they think like they act like the black woman. Because why? Because the woman, the nigger woman, we speaking to the nigger woman. We ain't speaking to you women that the few, like Merce said. I would say the very few. Sincere, believing women out there, babe. But a lot of these women are fucking demons, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord got judgment prepared for a lot of you hoes, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna say something?
No.
It said, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail and the gathering shall not come. So many, and them days are coming. A lot of you, when you finna feel, all them them eyelashes and weave, and them cologne and the perfumes and all that shit. Hey, that shit finna come to a abrupt end real quick, man. Hey, what's going on in Philadelphia right now? Them people ain't got water. I bet them bitches in Philadelphia scared shitless right now, because a nigga can come in their crib right now and kick their shit in, blow their shit off, and take a gallon of water from their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. They probably a nigga right now watching a single woman walk home with 3 cases of water. And he been watching this bitch year in and year out.
Mm-hmm.
Week in and week, day in and day out. And Lord gonna put a spirit on them to go in your house and take your shit. Then what that, like the brother was saying, well, then where that bad bitch spirit at then? Or I can do all bad by myself.
Yeah, we see.
You know, we'll see in that time. Yeah, you're gonna be bad by yourself in that time, man.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
right. Heck yeah, man.
It says, verse 11, tremble, you women that are at ease, be troubled, you careless ones, strip you, make you bare, and gird up sackcloth upon your loins. You know, you're gonna be terrified in those times. It's not gonna be a time of mirth. Because right now, the nigga woman out to go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? All you obese bitches. Hey, them times, hey, all that fat you accumulate is gonna be used for fuel to burn in the famine, man.
Yep. Yo, they say, hey, strip you, make you bare. Hey, ultimately, you women are gonna be stripped of your pride, man.
Yeah.
Hey, cause all those things that y'all dress yourselves with, man, that's what makes you so prideful. That y'all able to go get y'all nails done every week. Y'all able to, you know,
accolades.
Yeah, everything that comes with it, man. You know, the government assistance. A lot of these females paying $200 a month for rent, if that. You know what I'm saying? They got the low incomes and stuff like that, man. You know, they about to be stripped of all of that, man. You know,
even the corporate bitches. You know, these bitches, these secretaries, these bitches that work in these high-end
that's
jobs.
right.
Especially in Chicago, they brag. You see them on TikTok and Instagram. And I paid $2,000 for my rent.
Yeah.
Cause why she got a high-end job on the east side. Hey, when them jobs collapse, then what? Then what? You ain't gonna be able to fund your yoga classes that you go through and all this bullshit you hoes. You know, I'm speaking of high-end hoes. Even you lower level bitches. You know? Then what? You gonna be trembling with fear, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta think the women are the weaker vessel. You know, we men, we in the flesh, we deal with fear, but you know the difference. You know, men are to swallow and you know, conquer that fear in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you women, bro, oh man,
when
you see a crime, who the first one to scream? Like like a shooter. Who the first? What scream you hear? You hear the woman. Ah!
Right. All of a sudden, all that little tough shit that you was just putting out, and now it's all going away.
Yeah.
And then they get so scared, like you can see the fear in their eyes, bro. It be so crazy. That's how you know it be pride that be overtaking them, man.
Yeah.
You know, that pride, that pride demon, that's man, bro.
Yeah.
It's sad, you know, and it's among most of our women, you know.
What Jamaica?
Yeah, I'll get it right here.
You got it right there.
Yeah, it's the book of Micah, chapter 7, and verse 9. It says so like Micah 7:9 says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. You know, hey, see us as a nation of Israel, man, we all went off. You know, hey, we all went off, man. Hey, but now we have the law, statutes, and commandments to come back into, to be that light unto us, man. You know, hey, in the times of darkness, man. You know, in which this place, the elements are not about to give his light soon. And this wisdom and knowledge is all we're going to have. So bearing the indignation of everything that comes with us going off and a whoring before, hey, our women is a part of that. The destruction of our nation, it happened. You know, hey, we were all contaminated, you know, with Esau Edom's philosophies, his doctrines, his way of living. And now we have to deal with that because now our families is those women. You know, our parents was contaminated. We got to watch our kids be raised and go to school in Esau's system. And, you know, it's just all messed up, man. But these are the things we have to go through until the Lord come back and plead our cause, man.
If I may, quick emergency precept.
Oh, yeah.
Since you hit on it, Hosea 4:14.
Mm-hmm.
I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for themselves are separate with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. Therefore the Lord that doeth not understand, and therefore the people that do not understand shall fall.
That's right.
And that's what happened. That was a punishment to our nation, man. Hey, because why? We went off.
Right.
The sons of God went off doing what? Following idols, you know, committing all kinds of idolatry, you know, and adultery.
That's right.
You know, because part of worshiping these different idols, hey, you got to commit adultery. You got to do orgies. You got to do all kinds of wicked shit, man.
That's right. Yeah.
So, hey, as a result of that, hey, the Lord made us feel how he felt through our women.
Hey, and that's a part of that spiritual fornication, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, they want to talk about sex before marriage, this, that, and the other. Hey, look, man, if I'm having sex with that woman, that's my wife. Right. And the way that I'm living and following the laws of the Lord, she's supposed to be following me, man. Right. You know, and that's just it. You know?
But we live in a society where that's not the case.
That ain't the case.
And that's part of a punishment, because waking up to this truth, hey, it's sweet, but it's bitter.
That's right.
Because the scriptures say, Ecclesiastes 12, I believe, it said, through much knowledge, a lot of grief and sorrow comes, because the more you know, and the more we know this truth, we realize the society and the way our women are and the way they act, we understand that they don't supposed to act that way. You know, and it vexes us knowing that. You know, it vexes on all levels. Then to see them act that way, it's like put the icing on the cake. Like, you be like, fuck.
Right. Then they think that, you know what I'm saying, out of pride and out of maliciousness that they're hurting you. But really they're killing themselves. And that's what's sad to us. You know what I'm saying? Us being Israelite men, we want the best for all of our people. Think about it. Quick side note, just, you know, you come into the truth, man, you know, you be hot to tell everybody and shit, you know? But then you started to realize, and like, damn, you know, the Lord said that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So, you know, a lot of these people, they're going to be found in a pitiful case, man, because, and we talking about as a whole, the nation of Israel, not just the women right now, but everybody, man. That, like, if you don't forsake the ways of this world, you're going to get caught up in it, and you're going to be destroyed by it. And a lot of our women is followers, man. They, like the brother said, they're the weaker vessel. So they quick to follow any damn thing that they see on TV or anything they see on the phones that's in their hand, man. That's gonna be their destruction.
You see that shit on social media. When women was be a trend. Who pushing the trend more? It'd be women.
Yeah.
The nigga woman.
Yeah. And back to that Micah 7:10 says, "Then she that is mine enemy shall see it."
The nigga woman gonna see it.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was just gonna say she became our enemy here, following the damn devil. That's how she became our enemy, man.
Less than what? Let's say because the black woman was with the black man back in the 60s to 50s. So this is summing up now. Less than 50 years ago, she was in order.
Right.
You know, you may have specks here and there, few here and there that was out of order, but for the most part, as a group, the black woman was totally in line with the so-called black man.
It was a shame to not be with your man, and they were trying to dress like him, and you know they matching and shit. You know, it was a shameful thing to not be with your man. You know, back then, even if your man had multiple women,
and they got married young.
Yep.
You know, a lot of women, they let you know that a lot of these camps they don't even know simple history.
Yeah.
Because back then, even now to this day, you got women that was 14 years old getting pregnant by grown older men.
Yep.
In their 30s.
Yep. And it's legal in different states. It's different consent.
Consent.
Yeah, it's different consent ages. Yep.
Age consent.
Age. Yeah. Age. I forget the other.
Even out in Indiana, the legal age of consent is 16.
No, I think it's 15 in Indiana.
15, yeah.
In Chicago, it's 16. Indiana, I think it's 15, bro.
You know, not to get off topic, but
it
shows that a woman, you can deal with a woman at that age. But in this society, it's shown upon.
Yeah.
You know? But yet they want you to deal with a 30-year-old bitch who's set in her ways.
Yeah.
Hell no, fuck that.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it might be 16, it might be 15. I don't know, but yeah, I'll just finish it off. It says, "Then she that is mine enemy," back in Micah 7:10, "shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street."
You're gonna be trodden. That's why the apostles, they push you. Hey, who's to say your woman gonna fold in the times to come? You know, we love our children, we love our girl, because we love, that's part of our nature. But you gotta have the mindset as well. This bitch can possibly fold in the times to come. Especially as society collapse, the system collapse. Esau may have on a commercial, nigga, advertising the Quran for the hoes. You know what I'm saying? He probably get a commercial. He probably use LeBron or somebody, nigga, in a commercial, or a rapper or somebody famous with the lamb dinner. Yeah, you can have all this if you want. Take the Quran, and she being a weaker vessel, she looking at the state that she in, and looking at your ass. You dirty, you stink, nigga. You ain't showered in 3 weeks.
Right.
Esau got the commercial with the showers and shit. You know, she may fold. Who's to say she may fold?
It says, You want me to keep going?
You got it, bro.
Alright, this I want to go to grab that Ciroc 26 real quick.
Ciroc 26?
Yeah, and 10. It says, cause I wanted to pull up, I'm gonna pull up this picture real quick.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read the scripture first, man. This is Ciroc 26 and 10. It says, "If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straightly." And that's what we're supposed to be teaching our women, shamefacedness, man.
Yeah.
You know, they're supposed to be. See, because if a woman is shameless, you know, she's compared to a dog, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's a beef for you, you know, because and that's what a lot of our women are when they speak down upon the Israelite man. They speak down upon their dad, their sons, they husband. You know, they shameless. They don't care, and they'll feed them pork.
Yeah.
Right, I add.
Yeah, and you got Lizzo's. Lizzo's a good example. A shameless woman.
Yep.
A fat, out of shape bitch.
Yep.
Naked on the screen, proud to be out of. You proud to be unhealthy. The fuck kind of think about it. You proud to be an unhealthy bitch, and she look like a pig when you look at her.
You proud to be one burger away from a heart attack. That's messed up.
That's proud to say, like, you gotta think, bro. And back then, women weren't like that. Women to be fat was was looked down upon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even now we call you fat ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Hey, but no, I'm reading for you. It says, "Lest she abuse herself through overmuch living."
Ooh, abuse herself overmuch living. A lot of these people got living to just eat. You ain't got no father in the house. Hey, bitch, put that chicken wing down. Get that chicken to your brother.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying?
This bitch taking the last piece of chicken.
Right.
She get the last 3 pieces of chicken.
Yeah, ain't no balance, man. Ain't no balance in the households, man. Yeah.
Because I know, say, even with my women are very, when it comes to children, you know, you got some children that beg, like women be letting their children run over them.
Yeah.
Give them everything.
Most women.
Yeah, just to sit so they won't be complaining. Not knowing what you coddle them, you spoiling them. Now these motherfuckers grow up and become demons in society because why? They didn't have a father now to tell their ass no. You don't get what the fuck you want all the time. You know? And that's what a lot of these women are. They have a strong sense of entitlement. They feel like they're entitled to shit.
So yeah, man. Basically,
I
wanted to read that it said, "Man claims he broke up with girlfriend after she received a lap dance from Chris Brown." See, and that's what we was talking about. You simp dudes, man. You sit up taking your woman out to these dang on concerts with these dudes, like you was talking about. It's like all they gotta do is have a famous dude or something on there, and now your woman sitting up lusting after this other man after you done spent. Ain't no telling how many hundreds of dollars this man done spent on these tickets. And all it takes is for this man to call your woman up on stage, and now he grinding on your woman, man. And that's the liberty that these women got, man. The man at home, she out with her friends. You know what I'm saying? She out with her friends shaking ass, man. It says, "Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against you."
So don't marvel if this hoe go off. It's in our nature to go off.
Yeah.
You know, you be like, this bitch.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, look what happened to Job. This bitch told him to curse the Most High and die. And what Job said, bitch, you speak as one of the heathen women. You know, he didn't say bitch, but you know, roughly paraphrasing.
Ain't no, he about
probably
did.
did.
He got a winch.
And the Lord put it in, you know.
Hey, I got a winch.
You know, so he probably did.
Right.
Bitch, you speak as one of these heathen women. Who knows, you know?
You sound like a dog.
You sound like a dog, really. And that's how these women are. Women, you know, a lot of these women only with you because your status.
Yeah.
You know, and ultimately the Lord used these bitches as tools to teach us a lesson, man. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, it's all about the sons of the Most High, the elect. You know, particularly the 144,000, and of course the 1/3 gonna be saved through the teaching of them. You know, which would be the large multitude of men, women, and children.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of women, women gonna be saved really from childbearing, man.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah. Says she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
She gonna open her quiver against every arrow. I was in the store the other day getting a smoothie, and I'm over here in the conversation with these two nigga women. You know, weave out, blonde hair one, other bitch got red hair. And these bitches on the phone arguing with somebody because, you know, he arguing, I don't know if it was a male or a woman, they was arguing on the phone about who took their condoms.
Oh, dang.
This is the type of shit. I'm with my son. I'm like, this is the type of shit. I'm looking at my
Dang.
son like I pray in the Lord. Lord, I pray my son will ever, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying, get with, Lord will be in the kingdom at that point. He get a, my son, you know what I'm saying. But you get the drift.
Mm.
And you got to think as a father, you got children and son. You should be afraid. You should be afraid for your daughter to adopt the mindset. That's why we hasten the day of the Lord, because you should be afraid of having children. Looking at your son, like you don't want your son to get with a bitch like the women in these world. And then at the vice versa, you don't want your daughter to adopt the mindset of these women.
Mm.
So we need the mercy, bro. We need to get the hell up out of here, man.
That's right, bro.
You know?
We need it.
You got it, bro.
You want to keep going.
Yeah, but it's 3:13. It said the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones.
Mm-hmm.
It said a silent and a loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed, man.
See, if I may add, see, a lot of our women, they read scriptures, scriptures out of Proverbs and talk about, certain things that talk about the woman that they have no understanding of.
Oh, they run to Deborah.
Right. Oh, yeah, or to run to Deborah. But it says a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, man. Hey, our women don't practice that silence, man. And that's really all they got to do is shut up.
Okay.
They'd be in a way better case if they just shut up, because they don't run nothing. And then when the women do start to run things, things get out of course. And people start to die and shit, man. Let's just be real.
And that's why the nations are mad. They seeing that shit, the result. Hey, when America left Afghanistan, the Taliban got them hoes in order real quick. Them bitches took them jeans off and slipped their ass into them damn gowns real quick, man. Or them, them dresses.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they understood, man. And now we understand now that, hey, they just said the old saying, if you want to see the state of a nation, look at your women.
Mm.
Because the women are a reflection of the earth. Like women, just like women, is symbolic to the earth. And when you look at the reflection of the earth, hey, the earth is out of course, out of order.
Yep.
And the top woman on the earth, she out of order.
Yeah.
It says a silent and a loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there's nothing much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced it, and a faithful woman is a double grace, and a continent mind cannot be valued. Man, bro.
Man.
Could you imagine a nation of shamefaced women that believed and feared the Most High and believed in their husband? Hey, Esau would have been lost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Esau would have been lost.
That's right.
Hey, but that's not the case right now. The Lord, they've been duped by that serpent. Goes back to the garden. What's that scripture? Suffer not a woman to teach. I think it's in that. Suffer not. Nor authority over the man.
Read it for you.
You got what's quoted?
1 Timothy 2:12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
1 Timothy 2:12.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, man.
1 Timothy 2:12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
All that back talking. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to the 90s, man. A lot of in the 80s, that music.
Mm-hmm.
The 80s, you had Janet Jackson. Control, remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit. What else? You had in the 90s, Mary J. Blige.
Oh, man.
Deborah Cox.
Fucked up the game.
Who else? What was another bitch? Miss Chalet. All these women shoot with the salt pepper hoes. In Vogue.
Oh, man. They messed up the game.
They messed the game up. These simp ass songs, Babyface. Soon as I get home from work, this nigga singing a song about he running your bath water.
Fucked up.
After this bitch sat at home and did shit and probably slept with the mailman. Then you coming home from a 12-hour shift, you gonna run her bath water?
You weird.
You a weirdo, bro. But yeah, that's simp shit. That's the shit they put a punch in. And our men adopted that money. Yeah, you right. Yeah.
Right.
But the men of the Lord shaking up out of it because we want to start that simp ass shit.
All right.
But now we like, oh hell no.
For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Yeah, Adam was made Lord of the earth.
All right.
But serpent come to Eve and said, you could be God too. Adam winning, bro. He the Lord of the earth. That shows that the nigga one. She had paradise and it wasn't good enough for her.
It says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, But the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
She was being deceived. She was duped.
Yeah.
She ate of the she, and and we felt, Adam being a simp, he didn't check that bitch, and look at the result of it now. That's why when he came back as Yahweh Shai, he ain't dealt with the woman. He like fuck that, because he felt as Solomon. He learned like I ain't dealing with no nigga. I'm finna get this right this time.
Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety.
So we gotta point out that if.
That's right.
Women where that. Oh yeah, he can be saved. If, bitch, If you continue in the faith what? Believing. If you're a woman that's married to your man, believe in your man, believing in the Lord. Or for you women that may not have a man right now, you may be a woman that's watching the brothers, and you wishing to have a man. Just keep the faith. Be charitable. Be charitable means to give. And we were just talking about women. A lot of our women in society are selfish,
brother. And
they self-willed.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to do shit for nobody, but yet they want to hold their hand out.
Yeah, they want everybody to feel bad for them and have pity towards them. But they don't even understand mercy and judgment. So when it comes time for them to show some mercy or some charity, or some faith or some silence, everything that requires a woman to be a woman, a woman ultimately meaning a servant. When it comes to serving the Israelite man, they can't do that.
They don't want to do it.
They don't want to do that.
But they show that they can be subservient.
Yeah.
They be subservient to who they want to be subservient to. They go to the job, they be subservient to their manager or Esau, or their boss.
Bro, I'm talking about they up early in the morning going to fill out them vouchers and stuff.
Yeah.
When it come time for unemployment checks, or when it come time for government assistance, they up early in the morning. Going to field. I gotta fill this out. I gotta finish this on the computer. I gotta
hopping on the bus.
Hop on the bus though, bro. That's why they get up so early. Then they commute 2 hours to serve this man. The man fuck them over, put them through extra loopholes and stuff, and then they still come home and give you shit.
You guys, the bitch make you a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Oh my God, you been?
I've been doing this all day. But you been doing that for what? To benefit who? Not us. It's you.
Huh? Yeah, and that shows our way. Let's get it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hosea 4:6. See, we point this out for the nation, but hey, we can bring this particularly to the nigga woman too.
Mm-hmm.
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. See, our women don't even realize the actions and the things in which they're doing. They're destroying their own nation.
Mm-hmm.
You being self-willed. That's why the Lord, he when you read the scriptures, especially the apostles of the scriptures like Peter, even Paul, they always hearken on what? Even John, charity, man. Being selfless. Sacrificing yourself for the nation, for the sake of the nation. And a lot of these women, they don't have that mindset. They self-willed, they entitled assholes, man. Just like they daddy Esau and call Allah about Sharon Shah 144. It said because thou hast rejected knowledge, and then you got a man that's trying to teach you the right thing. And like Apostle Rakah, he said when we was breaking bread, when he said, "Hey, Kevin Samuels was you women last hope."
Mm.
Actually, Kevin Samuels trying to help you women.
He was.
And what happened when he died? You got this mop-faced bitch, Vivica A. Fox, talking shit about the man. Yeah, we glad he did. And this bitch has slept with everything with a dick in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And probably women. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High, I will also forget thy children. That's why these niggas out here demons, man. How the fuck what's the nigga named FBG Duck? It was a club that got shot up in Gary. This bitch at the club. All day. She lost 3 kids.
Mm.
You ain't learned your lesson now, bitch? Go sit your funky ass down at the house and mourn. But where she at the club? And what happened? The Lord, it's like the Lord keep getting this.
Dang.
The Lord, and then the Lord shows the mercy of the Lord. The Lord keeps showing it. He keeps showing the mercy like shit. You don't get it, bitch.
You talking about the mama?
Yeah.
His mama, right?
Yeah, his
you
mama was
right,
at the club out there in Garrett. They got
right.
shot out like last year.
Yeah, you right. Like she keep. I see what you said. Yeah, she keep losing kids.
Keep losing. Like you ain't learned your lesson now.
And they say she finna make her OnlyFans. Through, bro.
And why FBG Duck and his brother thought they had the mindset in which they had because of women like her.
Right. They was in that dear mama ass
spirit. Yeah, dear
too.
mama spirit.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, but when you meditate on that shit, that's how destroyed.
They destroyed.
It says as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore, I would change their glory into shame. Sure. You know, and the more we increase, the more Jake got more and more wicked. Even now, Jake is. It's like every day. It's like you think the Lord, like you think you see some wicked shit. Lord, like I got something better for you. You think you ain't seen it all, nigga? Here's another one. Like DJ Kai, another one. You know what I'm saying?
It's another one, bro. Time.
They said they eat up the sins of my people and they set their hearts on iniquity. You know, and it's not just the man. Hey, it goes for the women as well. Mm-hmm. Right now, the spirit got us on a nigga woman, man.
God. Yeah, and they heart definitely set on their iniquity, man. To where they don't even care. You know, when they know they're going off. You know, it's like they go into like a little wicked trance, man, where they just keep going. They just keep going. You know, and the Lord said it, man. Hey, how long? He said, how long you will revolt more and more. You know what I'm saying? You gonna whack. Hey, our people get worse and worse and worse as time goes on, man.
It's like Esau. You know, he loved to tempt the Most High. This nigga jump out of a plane with no parachute on, and his buddy be flying with a parachute next to him.
Right, to catch him and shit.
Or see how far can I drop before you catch me, like shit like that, bro. Like that's the type, and that's how these women are. Women, they know they a nigga that kill them. They still go out and go do. I'm still gonna sleep, knowing that this nigga can kill your ass,
knowing that he crazy,
or knowing that the nigga that she finna go sleep with, this nigga fucked up.
Right, and then they be sitting up playing that game back and forth. That's messed up, man. I know a lot of guys personally that died because of shit like that, man.
And then you have R. Kelly and Usher come a song, make a song, Same Girl. And niggas like, yeah, I'm fuck with the same girl too. You know, like goofy shit.
That's weird, man. And that matter of fact, let's just get together and sleep with her together. Cause that's what's gonna happen next. And a lot of women, bro, I've had women actually tell me that like firsthand, like, man, yeah. I had threesome with two guys before. I was sleeping with this guy, I was sleeping with that guy, and I invited them both over at the same time. And I was like, they did it? And she was like, yeah. I was like, and it was just like, it was just normal to them. And that's weird, man.
Disgusting.
That's weird.
A lot of shows about these niggas sodomites too. Why would you want to just?
Man.
It says, verse 9, and they shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways and reward them for their doing. So a lot of you women, oh shit, it goes into it. It said, for they themselves, I think I quoted, for they shall eat and not have enough. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase, because they have left off to take heed to the Lord. Whoredom and wine and new wine shall take away their heart. Talking about these new philosophies, these new doctrines. You know, and we read down, we quoted it earlier, man. It said, verse 12, my people ask counsel at their stock, and their staff declare unto them, for the spirit of whoredoms had caused them to err, and they have gone whoring from under their power. And the result of a lot of this is really, ultimately, hey, we sin against the Most High. You know, following these different idols, because Christianity teaches our women to be whores. Christianity teaches our men to be simps.
Yeah.
You know, Christianity pushes the spirit of polygamy, happy wife, happy home, one woman, one. When that's not scriptural.
Yeah.
Even nature teaches you. You look at the lion chilling. You go to the jungle, that nigga cool. He got 9 female cats, got babies, winning, man.
Yeah.
You know, but now you look at, you know, now you go come here to America where you see the lion in a zoo. Cage. Artificial fucking grass with no pussy in sight.
Mad as hell, ready to fuck Esau up.
Yeah. And that's symbolic to the true kings, the Israelite man. You know, a lot of men over here sexually deprived. You know, the man that's 20 years old compared to a woman A woman in America compared that's 20 years old compared to the average Israelite man or even man in general, 20, and slept with more niggas than that man and slept with women. I'm talking about you got a 20-year-old woman. This bitch had 20 dicks, different dicks.
This year.
This year, not to excuse my language, but we keeping it real.
Yeah.
Versus
This man.
a man that's 20. This nigga ain't never. He ain't even seen a pussy. He ain't even sniffed a box. He seen it on porn. That's why porn is so. That's why porn is so fucking popping because a lot of these dudes they result
they not having. That's right.
For not having sex.
Yeah, you right, brother.
That's why the strip club industry is popping.
Yep. And that's why a lot of these women are going off of whoring because they rather sell it into the man, rather than become a family with the man and bow down to him,
and build him and build him
and help him build. She'd rather keep taking from him, and every time she want to get pleased because it's pleasure for her too. Now she reaching out to him, hey, how you doing today? But now if he want to come see her, he got to buy this, he got to buy that, or he got to pay for this, or he got to pay for it.
Hey, bring this.
Yeah,
bring that.
Yep.
Bring some food. Bring a bottle.
Yeah, my baby needs some diapers, something, anything. It's crazy.
That shows, hey, fuck these hoes.
Mm-hmm.
You got another precept?
No.
So we gonna leave it at that. The spirit, brought it out. What we want to bring out. We want to say, call Allah Yahweh by Shem Rashad by Shem. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who dwell, and as always, peace and salutations to those connected in sacrificial truth throughout the four corners of Shalom and above all.